Feature Friday.
The freshest. Okay, so this is the first time, and this is for us, and this is David Archuleta performing Invincible on the Wish bus. It has been very requested, and I think he was a contestant in American Idol.
Really?
Yeah, so yes.
Nice.
Choke on that. So yeah, I'm really, really excited.
Used to follow American Idol back in the day. Not anymore. So we had a couple of people that are friends that went to American Idol. Actually, did they? Is that American Idol?
Yeah. I remember when the first season of American Idol came out. It was such a
Huge deal.
wow.
Right?
It was such a huge deal.
Remember
it
when
was really
who
fun.
was the person?
It was more popular than X Factor. X Factor
that
didn't
point.
come to South America until like later.
Yeah. But anyways, David Archuleta.
David Archuleta. I like his name.
Oh, wow, it's got a crowd and a half.
Ooh, he's got people.
Oh, he's playing as well. Very nice.
Oh, okay.
We usually don't see that.
I started a war.
Wish 1075.
I freaking love that voice.
Out the battle cry,
Nice.
and I've been here before, fighting me, myself, and I.
Very nice.
When I try to prove that I'm never gonna lose, I push too hard, I push too far.
It's lovely.
Try to be brave till it's more than I can take. So many times till I realize.
It's a very likable voice.
Take a breath. Look at how you're trying to think it to death. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible. Take a
I
step.
love that.
Even if you fall, it ain't over yet. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible.
Okay, I
Very likable
love how fresh, how incredibly easy it is to listen to his vocal tonality, right? There is such, like you said, such a likable tonality to it all. It's young, it's refreshing, it's I don't know, it just feels new, but yet familiar, if that somehow makes sense. It's really nice. His diction is beautiful though, like totally on
Yeah, I mean, I'd
point.
love to know his background and what he used to do before maybe he went into American Idol, or maybe he went to the Wish bus. Very interesting because he has a lot of different ways that he could have gone, like
Totally Broadway though. Like
yeah,
it
like he could have gone
screams
theatre,
Broadway to me.
like in terms of experience that he has, or maybe just musicals. It could be off Broadway or off the West End or whatever. But I'm sure he's got some musical
it literally
background.
screams Broadway to me. It's like the new contemporary era of musicals.
Right.
Like it really like Avenue Q and stuff like that.
Yeah,
With like
he reminds me of some of your mates. That kind of even they like. I don't know if maybe that's because you're encouraged to do in theatre, but they do that thing where they kind of turn into speech quality midway
yeah,
to try and
definitely.
emphasize a point or make it seem more, I guess, not dramatic but theatrical. I guess.
yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah, the speech quality, it's fantastic. That's why, and his diction is just gorgeous. So it really just screams.
the way he's dressed, he just looks
Theatre
like
to
someone
me.
that would open the door for you. You know what I mean? Like, he's a really nice guy. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
say you needed a phone, you have to call your mum.
He would be the guy you would want to ask
And
in
he's
the
out
middle
there,
of
I
the
don't
street.
know, licking on an ice cream or something. Be like, oh, mate, can I borrow your phone? He'll be like, of course, absolutely.
Yeah. I adore this. This is screams niceness to me.
Yeah, he's very nice guy.
It's so good.
Very likable character.
Nice reverb. Well done, Wish people.
Makes
They're
a
really
difference,
helping
doesn't
him.
it?
Yeah.
Counted to 10. I
And the
stepped
delay, love
back
it.
so I could see how bad it can get.
Less is more, brother. Less is more.
When I'm the enemy,
Yes.
I put my weapons down until I found a better way.
Yeah, he's a proper singer.
A better way, yeah. I never change if I'm too afraid to break. Got to let it go. Let the whole world know to take a breath. Look Look at how you're trying to think it to death.
I love it.
If you're in the crossfire, don't forget.
I love
that
it.
You don't have to be invincible. Take a step, even if you fall, it ain't over yet. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible.
It's great.
Provides a bit of depth, isn't it? That reverb there
Yeah.
and the delay of things.
You never know. You never know how strong you are.
Very
Till
nice.
you're strong enough to let your armor fall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is way too easy for
Take
him.
a
Like,
breath. Look at how you're trying to think it to death. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible. Take a step, even if you fall, it ain't over yet. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible. Take a breath. Look at how you're trying to think it to death. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible.
it's
Take a
great.
step.
It's fantastically
Even if you
done.
thought it ain't over yet. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible.
I like that. I just like it all.
So don't forget, you don't have to be invincible.
Wish exclusive on Wish
It's fun, isn't it? How in
107.5.
the
Oh, great stuff.
That's quite young as well. It's quite interesting that in the Philippines, we were talking about it to some people on Instagram, and we were saying like it's very bizarre how in the Filipino industry, singing wise, they always choose to listen to the live versions than the studio versions.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
It's one of the few industries in which that happens often.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, and when I mean often, more often than it doesn't.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, like I would like to listen to that version
Mm-hmm.
more than I would have liked to listen to the studio version.
I agree.
I think
Yeah.
that's why the Wish bus is such a success there as well. Obviously, many reasons, and a lot of work behind closed doors and awesome work that everyone that gets involved in it. But I think the Philippines is the right place for that because it's such a land of singing
Yeah.
and proper singers, right? Because a studio singer isn't a real singer. Studio singer is a studio singer. That's what's called a studio singer.
It's like session musicians.
Of course, right? And that has its value. They're not bad. That has its value. That's fine. But to be a singer, you must be able to perform live.
Mm-hmm.
And you must actually be able to over-deliver in comparison to what you're able to produce in studio.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because what you're able to produce in studio is a concentrate of a concept that aligns to the vision that hopefully you had and the producer had and everyone involved had, so that people can get an understanding of who you are a bit closer and the message you're trying to put across
Yeah.
a bit more linear. It can be linear. However, when you're live, it can be more non-linear. And non-linear stories are the best ones.
Yeah, definitely. The more depth, the more details you give to the story, the
More
well,
lore.
the
You
more
can give more lore. You can give more details and
depth.
yeah.
You can go really in depth into telling your story, and I think that's what's so charming about performances like this one, especially when you have, when you're in control of absolutely everything here, in the delivery, like from the playing of the instrument to the actual singing itself, which I find super difficult to do, right, in such a high pressure environment. By the way, super beautifully mixed. On
Good on Wish.
yeah, great stuff on Wish. Like they make that keyboard sound like it's a freaking full on piano, and I love it. And obviously super well mixed on the vocals as well. So it gives all the commodities that you could probably possibly provide in such a high pressure environment, but also is always down to the performer, to how is it all always gonna translate, right? So these moments are very candid, they're very charming and very special. They don't happen often. It's like taking a Polaroid, right? It's like you take a picture, and in that moment that the lighting in that moment would have been perfect, but it just needed a bunch of stuff to be aligned for it to be come out great, and talent plays a huge role here.
Yeah,
I really
agree.
liked it. And again, like I said, I would love to see a cover of like Avenue Q by David, or something fun. I don't know. I think it would be fantastic at the new contemporary musical style
That'd be
type
interesting,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be great.
Well,
Yeah.
let us know maybe more about him, and if you'd like us to check out any more of his work, absolutely do drop it in the comment section below. We do read every comment, or at least we attempt to. And yeah, let us know more about him and we'll check him out.